what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. Yesterday I actually asked you guys on Instagram. If you guys are not following me already, it's just at Renee Amberg. I asked you guys to ask me some questions that you guys had, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I have not read through any of these yet, so let's see. Scroll to the bottom because I always like to give the people who asked first priority. What nationality are you? I am actually Irish, German, and Swedish. How do you find motivation to go to the gym? I honestly watch a lot of different YouTubers. I'll watch fitness videos, or I'll get inspired by music. If I'm seeing or feeling groggy, that also inspires me. So it's kind of a mixture of looking visuals and also how I'm feeling and being in tune with my body. I just know how I feel when I work out, and I'm at that point now that if I don't work out, I feel it and it makes me want to go to the gym. What keeps you motivated day to day? I honestly love seeing results, and I know that when I put effort into anything, the longer I do it, the more I will see results, whether that's just mental for me or success for my channel and stuff. Do you have a close relationship to your family? I do have a close relationship to my family. How did you get out of the mindset your eating disorder had you in? So I feel a lot of the thought patterns that I had and my actions towards my eating disorder came from the industry that I was in. I am the type of person that really works hard at whatever I'm working towards, and because that was modeling at the time, I was constantly thinking about what I ate, constantly thinking about what I looked like, constantly going to the gym, to the point where it was crazy. And I think once I got out of that mindset, just kind of I don't want to say it went away. I feel even now still I kind of have eating disorder thoughts, or not the best relationship with food, but I think getting away from that definitely was a huge shift in my relationship with food. Why don't you live with your boyfriend? I mean, Noah's here pretty much all the time, but we don't officially live together. It's just for our relationship, we've kind of come to the conclusion that I mean, he's technically living with me. It's really confusing. But he owns a house in a different city, so he goes back maybe occasionally 2 weekends out of the month, which is nice because especially at my age, having alone time and to be by myself for a little bit is really important to me right now. And with our relationship, that's just kind of what works best for us, is to have separate places where we can go if we need space away without necessarily moving in. But I mean, he's here pretty much all the time. Any recommendation for teens who are diving into spirituality and the law of attraction? I really honestly truly say to read books. Reading to me was the way that I learned the most when it comes to spirituality. I feel some really good beginner books would be You Are a Badass, any Eckhart Tolle book, but Eckhart Tolle is a little bit out there. So I feel starting small with You Are a Badass is really good, because she's really good at relating it to everyday life without being too over the top crazy. What's your #1 high school tip? Don't care. I mean, care with your grades and stuff, and if you have a good high school life, care. But to me, I let things get to me that don't ultimately matter, people's opinions of me, comparing myself to different people, that kind of stuff will never matter. High school literally will come and go. At that same point, it will come and go, so take advantage of everything that it is and don't make it a bad experience by comparing yourself to other people and pushing people away because you don't understand them, because everyone's kind of going to go their separate ways. So take advantage of it. You only have 4 years, but at the same time, you only have 4 years. Don't take it too seriously. Kind of just do your own thing and be proud of it. I'm getting a lot of questions about QKids. What happened to QKids? Are you still doing QKids? I actually am not doing QKids anymore. I mean, I'm technically still hired with them. I'm just inactive for the moment because I've been focusing on my channel, and it's definitely helped when it comes to quality of my videos and stuff now. So I feel I'm in a good flow, but if I ever needed to go back to QKids, I'm still technically a teacher there, so I can always just activate my account. Favorite unhealthy snacks? Chips. I love chips and cookies. Those are my weaknesses. And lately, I've been going to 7-Eleven and just picking up a whole bunch of different like gummy packs, chowing down on different gummy bears. Like gummy bears, like gummy rings, there's like the sweet tart gummy like straw thing. How do you separate your work life from your relationship? That's actually super easy for me because Noah's not really into like social media and like the channel. He has like a normal 9-to-5 job. So when he comes home, I put work away and I'm just focused on him. And because he's not part of the channel, I don't really film around with him. I think it's really good because I see a lot of like relationships and stuff on social media, and to me, I can tell when they're being genuine versus relationships that are just there to be like shoved in people's faces. I'm not gonna lie, if Noah was like that, I think in the beginning I would have definitely taken advantage of that, and I don't think our relationship would be as genuine of a relationship. So I'm like super appreciative of that, and now I kind of like that he's not a part of it, just because I don't ever want to become that, like just to fake it, just to prove something on a camera. What's your 5-year plan? Honestly, didn't really have a set plan. I have no idea. I'm so young. I don't want to like set my life up without knowing all of my options first. So I don't want to like dive 100% into something without knowing what I truly want. I always go back and forth between thinking of moving to like a city for a year and kind of experiencing city life, but then I also have that urge in me to like go buy a house with a ton of land and get a horse and like make a garden and just live like super simplistic. I am torn between completely opposites, which is like really hard for me, but I feel like I can always like move to a city, and then when I'm ready to settle down, get a piece of property with like land and just chill and drink my coffee and have like horses. Like I just feel like that's so peaceful. My favorite YouTubers, that's a good question. I really like Kalel. She's one of my favorite like YouTubers ever. She's so aesthetically pleasing, like all of her videos, but she doesn't post that much, which is kind of like sad. But every time she posts, I'll put everything down to watch her video. I also really like, let's see, I'm going through my thing. Shane Dawson. He's a close second because it's Shane Dawson. Let's see, who else do I watch? David Dobrik. I really love David Dobrik. Liza Koshy, but again, like she doesn't really post that much anymore. Chelsea Trevor, I really like for like fitness and fashion inspiration. And I've been really liking Danielle Marie Corlin. I just came across her like, I don't know, a couple months ago, and she does like weekly vlogs and weekend in my life, and I actually was like looking at that for inspiration when I started doing them. But like her videos are so like motivational. They make you like want to get up and do something with your life. She's like always go. What prompted your spiritual inquiry at such a young age? I actually got into spirituality when I was sophomore in college. That's when I learned about like The Secret and the Law of Attraction. I honestly was watching like YouTube and someone mentioned it, and they were like, if you're ever in a bad mood, like just watch The Secret. So one time I was in a bad mood and I watched The Secret, and I was like, oh, this is like really interesting. I'm just gonna like change my thoughts to positive. Like I'm gonna go throughout the day literally showing gratitude for every little thing. And I started doing it and seeing my life literally manifest into like the perfect ideal life that I was trying so hard to get for like years and years and years. It was insane how much my life had changed and how much more positive and happy I was. And like ever since then, I was just like addicted to like learning more about the mind and thoughts and spirituality and all of that. So it was actually YouTube. Favorite TV shows on Netflix. I love me some Gilmore Girls. I'm obsessed with Gilmore Girls. If I ever just want to feel like cozy. I really like Grace and Frankie. It is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life. What else do I watch? I don't watch that much TV. Another show that I watch, but it's not on Netflix, is The Challenge on MTV. I've been obsessed with them since I was like in high school. It is one of the best shows ever. They're like dual challenges, but mixed in with a little bit of drama. It's the perfect combination. I don't think I watch anything else on Netflix. That's pretty much it. I'm so boring. Tips for starting a YouTube channel: consistency and patience. Is Noah, okay, this is kind of juicy. Is Noah your first and only? Yes. What is your favorite thing about Noah? He grew up different from the way I grew up culturally. So he's just has a completely different perspective on life. He really helps me appreciate America, my life, and like being able to have the privileges that we have over here. He's also super, super patient. He truly, truly loves and cares about me to the point where it's almost like I'm always not confused, but I feel like a lot of people, they genuinely love me, but they put themselves first. And he genuinely just like, I feel like I am his world. Like he literally loves me so much. Yeah. Did you go to college? I did. I went to the University of Central Florida. I graduated with a 4-year degree in business management. Do you do YouTube for your career? Yes, I am officially full-time doing YouTube. I'm so thankful because it's like I really love what I do. How long are you with your boyfriend? I've been with him for 6 years. Do you speak French? Comment allez-vous? There's another one. Je t'aime. No, that means I love you. Je t'aime, Renee. No, wait. How do you say my name is? Oh, I'm like, je 15 ans. That means I'm 15 years old, but that was like when I was in French. I learned that. Oh yeah, je m'appelle Renee. My name is Renee. How old am I? I'm 24. What books do you mostly like? I actually, for fiction books, I really, really like a good thriller. I'm obsessed with like twists and turns. And then as for nonfiction, I like anything to do with like spirituality and science like mixed together. What's your favorite part about living in Florida? I really, really love the beauty of it. I feel like Florida is such a beautiful state. We get such a bad rep though, like when it comes to like the people who live here. Like people are always like, Florida, they're crazy. And like, no, we're not. How long did it take you until you could afford to live off of your YouTube income? I honestly just officially could have started being a full-time YouTuber January for 2019, which is kind of when I hit 100,000. But it doesn't really necessarily matter how many subscribers you have, it's the views that you have. So the views that I have per day averages around like 40,000, I think, a day. It's tough. It's tough. Like I feel like if you want to really truly do YouTube, it's going to take a lot of time and effort, but it won't feel like that if you truly, truly like it. And if you're just patient with it and you're consistent with it, and you're making content that you genuinely love, but at the same time learning how to kind of amp that up quality wise, you'll get there in no time. It took me 3 years. What's your beauty secret? I feel like simplicity. Simplicity in anything. When it comes to like food, eat from what the earth gave you. Don't throw too much stuff into things or go crazy over fad diets and hop from diet to diet and keep changing up your routine. When it comes to like skin, same thing. Find a good face wash, a good exfoliator, toner, moisturizer. Don't like switch up your products all the time. Same with your hair. My hair, I use like maybe shampoo and conditioner, that's it. I don't like putting like all this different products and chemicals into things. I just feel like that really affects your body and your skin and your health. So just simplicity is what I feel. Does your boyfriend support your YouTube channel? He absolutely 100% does. He just doesn't want to be a part of it. He'll help too, like he'll help with the camera or be like, oh, get this clip, get this. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Gemini. Let me know if any of you guys are Geminis too. How would you describe your diet? I eat food that is provided to me from the earth. So like I really like reading ingredients and making sure I understand what everything is in there. I like whole foods. I would say like paleo, or there's like this other one called like a caveman diet, something like that. Like I just try to like understand where all my food is coming from and like I know what's in it. And I try to eat as organic as possible. So like organic produce I'll buy if I don't eat the skin. So for example, bananas and avocados I won't really necessarily prioritize as organic because I don't eat the skin. If they're spraying like pesticides on it, it's gonna be on the skin and I'm gonna like take it off. But when it comes to like tomatoes or berries or apples, yes, I will buy organic because if they spray pesticides on it, I'm eating the skin and I don't want to be eating chemicals. And then anything meat-wise, I will buy organic always. I try to eat pasture-raised eggs. I don't really like dairy that much. I try to avoid it when I can. And if I ever eat fish, I'll make sure that I'll eat wild-caught fish. Farm-raised fish is just really, really bad for you. What was your favorite school subject? Math, 100%. I loved math. Where is Noah from? He's from Wales. This is a funny one. What is the first thought that pops up in your head after waking up? Like the first thing that I think about is food. I am so starving in the morning when I wake up. I am so hungry. Like I'm one of those people that like needs to eat right away. My favorite movies, I have a ton of favorite movies, but I have a notes page on my notes section. You guys write down yours too, I want to know. So I have on here Interstellar, Gone Girl, Titanic, The Notebook, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Castaway, Captain Phillips, Crash, Signs, The Lorax. That's a good one. Really, really good. Has a really good message. Who is Noah? Is he your brother? No, my brother is Zach and Noah's my boyfriend. When is Noah gonna pop the question? Again, we have discussed we do not want to get married. That's just a personal preference, so never. And then tell us your spring books. I'm actually going to be posting a spring reading list on Wednesday, so definitely look out for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a very, very good weekend. I love you guys so much.
Find out, worlds collide, paralyzed, just in time.